'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house, Buster Brandy was thinking about Mr. Claus, tossing and turning while scratching his head. I really don't get it. A fat lad wearing red? He paused in his tracks and thought up a trick. I know what to do, he says. I'll capture Saint Nick. So up Brandy sprang and gathered supplies. Only 8 hours left until Santa arrives. Brandy set up his traps and set his alarm. What a neat trick. This'll work like a charm. As Brandy set up the very last trap, he heard a loud noise, which then made him gasp. Sleigh bells ringing and the sound of a hoof, making loud crashes on top of the roof. This is it, it's all coming together, says Buster Brandy, thinking he's clever. He jumps behind a sofa and begins to wait. Any minute now. This'll be great. After a minute or two, Brandy hears a small noise, when down comes Saint Nick with his sack full of toys. Brandy rubs his hands together with a horrifying grin. He's finally here! Now my plan shall begin. Brandy peeks behind the sofa as he hears a loud crack. I did it, he says. The trap is right on track. Brandy jumped up and started looking around. But, to his surprise, no one could be found. Brandy turns around and halts dead in his tracks. And there stood a large pair of legs wearing red slacks. Brandy's eyes tracked upward as they made it to the top. Stood 2 giant ears with one that could flop. Brandy's fear turned to anger as he eyed the large hair. You ruined my plan! Now he'll never appear! The rabbit bent down and searched around his pack. He found a small present and then pat Brandy's back. Brandy turned around and looked with disgrace as the rabbit held the present right to his face. Brandy cocked his eyebrow and tilted his head as he reached for the present that was wrapped in all red. Brandy looks down and back up again. Thank you, he says. I'll see you, old friend. The rabbit takes off as quick as a flash, while Brandy was hoping inside there'd be cash. Brandy quickly opened the gift without ease, as a boxing glove sprung out and knocked him to his knees. Shaking his fist as the sleigh rode out of sight, I'll get you, rabbit, Brandy says. Prepare for a fight. Well, Buster Brandy really does know how to get himself into some trouble now, doesn't he? Well, be sure to tune in next time to see what other mischievous plans Buster Brandy has up his sleeves. Until then, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, everyone.